Hello everybody, welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and before we even look forward, let's talk about last week. Man, what a fun trading week that was. First off, you had the reversal of CPI and PPI numbers. PPI numbers coming out first and showing, not so good, much elevated levels of inflation. Then the next day, CPI comes out and says, no inflation to be seen here, folks, all is good. We had the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, breaking all-time highs. Dow breaching 40,000 for the first time ever. You had crude oil kind of just going sideways for the week. And then you had commodities like gold and silver surging to the upside. And then, of course, if you want to have something that goes down, we could look at the 10-year bond. We could look at the dollar index. All in all, great trading and investment opportunities for many of you out there. Let's start things off for the week ahead and see what's coming for the near future. Of course, I'm going to start things off with the earnings calendar. There are only 471 companies reporting this week, so it's not like it's a really exciting time to be trading earnings. However, there's one monster name reporting. I'll show you that one here in just a second. We start things off on Monday with Palo Alto Networks, Keysight Technologies, and Li Auto. Li Auto is, of course, one of the upstart EV companies that a lot of people are looking at and excited about. Moving on to Tuesday, you've got Macy's, Lowe's, AutoZone, Urban Outfitters, and Toll Brothers. Now, the reason I find this important is because our retail sales numbers last week came out pretty dismal. It was 0. That's not good, and that may actually impact some of these retail names, and there's more to come. Now, our big day, this is the big daddy here. On Wednesday, we have Chip Supreme, Nvidia reporting earnings. That will be a market mover, so be careful for that one. That's aftermarket on Wednesday, which could really set the stage for Thursday and Friday's trading. On Wednesday, you also have TJ Maxx. You've got Target and Snow. Thursday brings you a big list too. Intuit, Medtronic, Workday, NetEase, Autodesk, Ross Stores, and Dollar Tree. And that rounds it out for our earnings calendar for the week. So some pretty big names in there and a lot of retailers. And it makes me feel a little bit skeptical just because the retail sales numbers was so bad. Maybe that could impact these retailers that report earnings. Now, let's go to data that impacts the rest of the world and the world altogether. We have some services and manufacturing numbers that are going to be of relevance this week, and it's from all over the world. We start things off on Thursday across the pond with France at 3:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Right after that, you have Germany at 3:30. After that, you've got the whole EU at 4 a.m. Then we move over to England, which has it at 4:30 in the morning. And then finally, we round things out with the United States at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, as I've mentioned many times in the past, this isn't the announcements, or these aren't the announcements that is going to cause total panic or euphoria in the markets. But it does give us some insight as to how these economies are performing in the services and manufacturing industry. Are we seeing expansion or contraction within those respective market segments? And that could clue us into the economic growth and thus the stock market trajectory, which of course we are investing in and actively trading. So keep your eye on that. You've got a slew. You've got 5 reporting on Thursday. Now, I have one last announcement here. It's not the most major one in the world, but it is significant. We do have a rate announcement coming out. Only one this week, and that's going to be for New Zealand, which will be reporting on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, that's late night. Most of you won't be awake, but you diehard Forex traders sure will be. And over the past 20 days, we've seen almost a 5% appreciation in the New Zealand dollar. So that is of relevance to all you currency traders out there. It's been on a big downtrend for the past couple of years, but recently a nice uptrend has formed. Now, this announcement is pretty much locked in. Everyone's expecting 5.5%. What is of interest is after this, Adrian Orr, who's the current governor of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, will be giving a press conference. And just like when Jerome Powell speaks, the things he says could have a dramatic impact on the trajectory of not only the New Zealand stock markets, but of course the New Zealand dollar as well. So on Tuesday at 11 p.m., 1 hour after that rate announcement, for all you Forex traders that are night owls, be careful because you could see big volatility between, let's say, 9:50 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the New Zealand dollar. That, my friends, is your Monday Morning Must Knows. We'll see you next week.